Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here, hope you are well. Now I can just see that my panda has just walked into its habitat, or its new sort of place to live, and my agent now has built my fence. It seemed to be a bit of a glitch before where it had a post missing. We don't know why, but you can also see that the agent now is hovering in the air. We talked about this before, where it can place things below it while it floats in the air. So we're going to have a look. Let's have a look to see what we think it's going to have to build. Maybe another fence, maybe a garden, but it is definitely a repeating pattern, and it looks like we're going to need probably pseudocode for this one, because if it continues to build for a certain length, and this length here is the same as that length there and that length there, but we have like a U shape. That's three parts to this. It's going to have to get to a certain area and then turn and then continue a repeat of the code. So it's going to need this bit of code here, turn right, repeat the code, turn right again, and repeat the code. So it seems like we need to put something together that is what's called a nested loop. I'm guessing here. A nested loop is where you have a loop within a loop. You have the same thing happening, so it builds the first leg here and turns right. It builds the second leg and turns right. So you're going to need two lots of that. So two lots of the same thing means that it's doubled, and that piece of placing the things down in here means that it has everything else within that double loop. So two times this piece of code. I'm guessing this is what it looks like to me. So let's hit C to code and see what we've got. So there is a starter code that we prepared for you. Try running it first. Good idea, so we can see where the errors are. The final goal is to plant bamboo along 4 sides of the panda's plot. Right, so it's 4, not 3. Okay, so I was wrong. So repeat 16 times is probably the length of this. It's probably 16 blocks long. It probably is, because the fence, remember, is 17 blocks long. So if the starting block is one of those 17 pieces of fence, that means you've got 16 left. You've got 16, 16, 16, 16. Which means you've got 4 lots, which is what they've highlighted there. Try running it first. The final goal is to plant bamboo along 4 sides of the panda's plot. We probably need to do a nested loop here. So let's go and test, see what this has got here. So I'm going to go and hit play. We may or may not need pseudocode for this, but we can see what happens. Now, do I have an on start? No, I don't. I need to hit bamboo. I'm going to show you a little trick now. I'm going to hit number 1. Because I don't need to write the whole bamboo word, but also when we go to write it again in the chat, you don't need to type it again. So I hit play in chat like this. I'm going to click in here and then hit number 1. Now what I'm going to do as well is just reset this until it comes back to the beginning. It's still carrying on. Let's go and reset that. Now let me show you a little trick. When you go into the chat, you don't need to type it again. You can just hit up on your arrows in your keyboard and it will automatically type for you. So whatever it is that you've typed, you don't need to keep typing it. You type it one time, hit up on the arrows, and then it will automatically type for you. Okay, I'm going to enter now. Let's see what it does. So has it missed one? So the agent looks like it's facing the wrong way to begin with. So it's got here, it needs to turn right and then continue. This is that nested loop. Let's go and have a look to see, because we need to do this 4 times. We need to go and make this nested loop. So let's go into the code. Repeat 16 times. That needs to be in a loop of 4. They've helped us out here. So then you can see this is turning left and it shouldn't turn. It should be turning right. We know that now. So we don't really need pseudocode for this. It's kind of obvious as to what it needs to do. Maybe the next task is going to be a bit trickier. So let's go and try this. because we need to do it 4 times because it's got 4 sides and it needs to turn right each time. So let's read this. Bamboo in slot 1, 64 lots. Repeat 4 times, which is the 4 sides, and then it's going to need to use the code that it gave us for 16 pieces. Each side is 16 blocks long. Place down, agent move forward, and at the end of this side, it's got to turn right, not left. So this is all one side here. This is the end turning right, and this is all 4 sides. That should make sense, right? So let's go and hit play, and then we go and into our chat. Let's go and reset this. We want to go into chat, hit up on the arrows, and it puts it in for us. Enter. Right. The agent seems to have slowed down from the last time I used to use this. Go into here. So it's turned right, which is we knew it was going. We knew it was going the wrong direction. There we go. You should get to the end now. Right, easy peasy, that one. But I wonder what is in store for us now. Oh, now I think the panda's interested. Let's build a small patch around the sand where the panda can hide out. What did it say at the end? Can hide out and eat. Okay, well, we'll do that in the next video. We're going to have a go ourselves. So that one was relatively easy, but we got to understand about nested loops. So we wanted 16 of something within a 4 repeat loop. So 4 times this, put it inside. All right, as always, good luck.